Hey there, fellow Americans. If you're a senior receiving Social Security benefits, you'll want to pay very close attention to this breaking news that could put thousands of extra dollars in your pocket. The announcement that's been making waves across the nation has left many seniors wondering, could this be the financial boost they've been waiting for? Before we dive deep into this groundbreaking development, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest Social Security news and updates that could impact your benefits. In a stunning development that's captured the attention of millions of Americans, former President Donald Trump has just unveiled a proposal for a one-time payment of $5,578 for seniors receiving SSI and SSDI benefits. This announcement comes at a crucial time when many beneficiaries are struggling to keep up with rising inflation and mounting living costs. But what exactly does this mean for you? And how could this potential payment affect your financial situation? The proposed one-time payment is specifically targeted at helping seniors who rely on Supplemental Security Income, SSI, and Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. This comes as welcome news to the millions of Americans who depend on these crucial programs to make ends meet. The question on everyone's mind is, how soon could this payment become a reality? And what steps need to be taken to make it happen? Let's break down the details of this unprecedented proposal. The $5,578 payment is designed to provide immediate relief to seniors who have been disproportionately affected by recent economic challenges. This amount wasn't chosen randomly, it represents a calculated effort to offset the impact of inflation and increased living expenses that many seniors have faced over the past few years. But you might be wondering, what makes this proposal different from previous attempts to provide additional support to Social Security recipients? The timing of this announcement is particularly significant, coming as it does during a period of intense debate about the future of Social Security and its ability to meet the needs of current and future beneficiaries. Trump's proposal has sparked discussions across party lines, with supporters arguing that it represents a necessary step to protect vulnerable seniors, while others question the fiscal implications of such a large-scale payment program. The key question remains, how would this payment be funded? And what impact would it have on the overall Social Security system? One of the most important aspects of this proposal is its potential implementation timeline. Many seniors are eager to know when they might receive this payment if the proposal moves forward. While the exact timeline remains uncertain, the proposal suggests an expedited process to get funds into the hands of beneficiaries as quickly as possible. But this raises another crucial question: what requirements would seniors need to meet to qualify for this payment? According to the proposal, eligibility would be primarily based on current enrollment in SSI or SSDI programs. This means that if you're already receiving these benefits, you would likely qualify for the one-time payment automatically. However, it's important to note that the proposal is still in its early stages and would require significant legislative action to become reality. This brings us to another important consideration: what role will Congress play in determining the fate of this proposal? The political landscape surrounding this announcement is complex, with various stakeholders weighing in on both the merits and challenges of implementing such a significant payment program. Support and opposition don't necessarily fall along traditional party lines, as lawmakers from both sides of the aisle recognize the pressing need to address the financial challenges facing senior citizens. But this raises an important question: how might changing political dynamics affect the likelihood of this proposal becoming law? One of the most compelling aspects of this proposal is its potential impact on local economies. When seniors receive additional funds, they typically spend them in their local communities, creating a ripple effect that benefits businesses and workers. This economic multiplier effect could provide an additional argument in favor of the proposal. But have you considered how this might affect other aspects of the economy, including inflation? The proposal also addresses concerns about the application process, suggesting that it would be streamlined to minimize bureaucratic hurdles for seniors. This is particularly important for those who might have difficulty navigating complex paperwork or online systems. The goal is to ensure that eligible seniors can receive their payments with minimal effort on their part. But what documentation might be required? And how would the Social Security Administration handle the distribution? Critics of the proposal have raised questions about its long-term implications for the Social Security Trust Fund and overall federal spending. These are valid concerns that need to be addressed as the proposal moves through the legislative process. However, supporters argue that the immediate benefits to seniors outweigh these concerns, particularly given the current economic challenges many face. What do you think about this balance between immediate relief and long-term fiscal responsibility? The announcement has also sparked discussions about the broader future of Social Security and whether similar one-time payments might become more common in response to economic challenges. This raises interesting questions about the evolution of social safety net programs and how they might adapt to meet changing needs. Could this proposal set a precedent for future emergency payments? For seniors wondering about the next steps, it's important to stay informed about the proposal's progress through the legislative process. While no immediate action is required from beneficiaries at this time, being prepared with current documentation and up-to-date information in the Social Security system is always advisable. But how can seniors best position themselves to receive this payment if it becomes available? The impact of this proposed payment could be particularly significant for seniors living in areas with high costs of living or those facing unusual medical expenses. The $5,578 amount could provide crucial support for everything from housing costs to healthcare expenses. Have you thought about how you might use such a payment if it becomes available? Another important consideration is how this payment might affect other benefits or programs that seniors currently receive. The proposal suggests that this one-time payment would not count as income for purposes of determining eligibility for other assistance programs, but this would need to be clearly specified in the final legislation. What other programs might need to be considered in this context? The announcement has also highlighted the ongoing debate about the adequacy of current Social Security benefits and whether more substantial changes are needed to ensure the program's long-term sustainability. While this one-time payment would provide immediate relief, it also raises questions about broader reforms that might be necessary. What other changes to Social Security might be worth considering? For those concerned about the proposal's chances of becoming law, it's worth noting that similar initiatives have succeeded in the past, particularly during times of economic uncertainty. The key factors will likely be the level of bipartisan support and the ability to address concerns about funding and implementation. But what role can citizens play in advocating for or against this proposal? The timing of this announcement also coincides with ongoing discussions about Social Security, cost of living adjustments, COLAs, and whether they adequately reflect the real expenses faced by seniors. This one-time payment could be seen as a complement to regular COLAs, providing additional support during particularly challenging economic periods. But should such payments become a regular feature of the Social Security system? Looking ahead, the success of this proposal could have significant implications for future Social Security policy discussions. If implemented successfully, it might create a template for responding to future economic challenges affecting seniors. However, if it faces significant obstacles, it could impact how similar proposals are approached in the future. What lessons can be learned from this process, regardless of the outcome? As this story continues to develop, it's crucial for seniors to stay informed about any updates or changes to the proposal. Following trusted news sources and official Social Security Administration communications will be important for understanding how this potential payment might affect you personally. Have you considered how you'll stay updated on this important development? Remember, while this proposal represents a potentially significant benefit for seniors on SSI and SSDI, it's important to maintain realistic expectations and continue managing your current benefits responsibly. The best approach is to stay informed while continuing to make sound financial decisions based on your current situation. What steps can you take today to ensure you're prepared for whatever the future holds? In conclusion, this announcement represents a potentially significant development for millions of American seniors, but its ultimate impact will depend on various political and practical factors that are still unfolding. As we continue to monitor this situation, remember to stay engaged with the process and make your voice heard through appropriate channels. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on this and other important Social Security developments that could affect your financial future. What are your thoughts on this proposal, and how do you think it might affect you or your loved ones?